kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box. They can take it outside. They can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
Puts it out of the air. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Wide receiver going in motion. The play action fake. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And that is how you silence this raucous crowd. Defensively on the road. First drive of the game, setting the tone, getting a huge sack on 3rd down.
The punt team makes its way onto the field. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Wants to bring it back. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, and these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how...
Turning it on! He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
Just inside the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 19. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a ball.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. The hands. The feet. He steps his way into the end zone for the touchdown. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with a 21-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Avery. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Finds a little space. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. He'll sneak it. Got the first down and still on his feet.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
They'll snap it from the 26 on 1st down. They'll send the tight end in motion. Red pass, it's complete. Breaks into the open. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offensive success.
Really good start to this drive. They've moved the chains a couple of times. They've created some space. They'll snap it from the 36. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Second down, he'll throw it. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the 2nd. They've got a first down here to open the period. They'll start this drive going to the air. Catch in the middle. It's Lopez. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains. When a defense is in zone coverage, Jesse, they want to react. How do you react to a howitzer coming out like that one?
Not much you can do because this guy's got a cannon. You saw all the eyeballs on defense on that play. They were waiting and anticipating that throw, but when you've got an arm like that, it's going to be tough to stop that curl route.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Punt is in the air. And he tried to pin him deep with that punt. Instead, it goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
They'll run play action. Got his man downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Second down coming up. Back to pass. Right down the middle. A strike downfield. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Going the other way, and he's got room.
And if you're going to throw a heater like that as a quarterback, you better be accurate, because tips lead to picks, especially when you're throwing it over the middle of the field. That time trying to find his tight end, but it is not an accurate throw. It goes up in the air, and the defense makes him pay with the pick.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Takes the easy throw in the flat. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back, closing space, and getting that fast dude on the ground.
Gonna swing it on second down. Snagged out of the air. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver creating enough separation to create a positive gain.
Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Oh, the attempt is no good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Quick strike complete. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
Timeout by the offense.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to go up top on first down. With the catch, it's Parks. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. No good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in Amherst. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's head back to our team inside Alumni Stadium.
He'll put toe to leather and get this second half started. He'll bring it back looking for help. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Offense making its way under the field to start the drive. He'll start this third quarter with a run. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Setting up the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. He's looking downfield to throw. Time to take a shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
We've seen this offense click and hum, and it's not clicking, and something's a little bit off. And I like the deep shot down the field. At least it wasn't an interception, but they got to find a way in this O to manufacture some first downs and some passing yards, because everything's been difficult today.
Punt is in the air on fourth down. No fair catches here, looking for room. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Gets the back moving. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Parks. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Wants to fire on second down. Grabs it in the middle. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
They'll snap it from the 34 on 1st and 10. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. The give to the back. There he goes. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle, nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
A first down run on the doorstep. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
At the 5-yard line. It's now second and goal.
Offense trying to pay it off on second and goal. Motion from the wideout. Fires to the tight end. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
You have to wonder, after missing a field goal on the last drive, how are they going to play this third down? From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to get it in. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was, but now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
Slams into the end zone for a touchdown.
When you get down here in the red zone, when you get close to the end zone, and you get goal-to-go situations, you've got to be physical, and I love teams that can run the football. They run the football, hand it to the running back. He does the rest, puts it in the end zone.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the third. They just finished off a 53-yard scoring drive and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. This drive will open from the 15. He leaves it with his back. He found a hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21.
Second down coming up.
We've reached the end of the third quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the fourth, all tied up. So the final period starts with a second down play. Wants to go up top. They're working that left side. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Knowing that your man can make the catch against his defender, that wasn't a big play, but it can set you up down the line to be able to take advantage.
Yes, get it to him as fast as I can. When I see him open, he runs the little hitch, get it to him so he can make a little bit of yards after the catch, and eventually that little gain, he's going to bust one of those with his athletic ability.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. They pick up that first down easily. You wonder sometimes if you're two-down territory there and you take a shot on third and run it on fourth, but they opt to just move the chains here.
Man, I laugh now watching quarterback sneaks. It looks a lot less fun than back in my day when I played, because not only are you getting hit from the front now if you're a quarterback, but you've got your own guys running into your back now as well. We see these push plays more and more often today in college football. No fun.
It's really easy to say the word RPO and say I'm going to run them, but you got to make those decisions and you got to make them fast. You can't get confused by all the craziness that's going on, by all the guys moving around or talking. Nice job by the quarterback, staying in the moment, seeing it, throwing the slant, making sure he makes the right decision.
Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Gets it to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Loss of 1 on the play. It's 3rd down.
Certain moments in the game you know are just a little bit bigger. Here's one of them. Big play coming on 3rd and long. Just keeps slinging it. Finds a man on the left. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practiced, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Makes the grab. You want to talk about light on your feet. Man, can he get through there. He's down to the 37.
Tackle is made at the 37-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
Set up for 2nd and short after that completion. He'll try to pop the draw. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. Picks up the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, right away after picking up a first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
And they really haven't put the ball in his hands and said, go win the game. Like, it's kind of been balanced, but this offense, down the stretch, this is a great indication for this offense because he's making a play through the air in a big moment. Gonna need more of it.
They'll try to get it in with the run. And the defense sold out to stop the run, and they do here on first down.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. They'll run it to the left, looking for the end zone. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the end zone. It's caught. It's a touchdown.
Man, how about this offense in crunch time, doing what they do, getting 6 on the board. Now I turn to my defense right now and said, boys, we need 1 more stop. Go out there, get me 1 more.
He'll try to tack on 1 more. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Let's see what he can do with the return. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Starts the drive trying to go up top. Grabbed in the middle. It's Parks. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
And you just got to know the situation of the game, obviously. After that incompletion now setting up third down, you've still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still have an eternity to get back in this game.
Takes it from the gun on third down. Finds his man down the middle. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. We've got a timeout on the field, a tight game in the fourth, and the brain trust will go to work. Looking downfield on first down. Got his man on the right. Timeout called by the offense. Clock stopped with 21 seconds left.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch of these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
Well, no big surprise here in the fourth quarter. The defense expecting pass, and that's why they've got extra DBs on the field. It's almost like a prevent look. Everybody back there staring at the QB. Going to be hard to throw into that. Obviously, the ball falls incomplete.
He's looking to throw on third and short. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And he throws another interception, his third one of the night. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. First and 10 from inside their own 5. You got to take care of the ball, but there is room to take a shot here. They'll try the run. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?